What is up, guys? This is Mosetos, and welcome to another guide for Diablo 3 patch 2.2. And this is about a Crusader, a ZDPS support Crusader, or otherwise you can call it the leecher of the Crusader build. What I want to show you and explain you today is this guy over here, which I just created like yesterday. And let me first make you an introduction why I recommend you to make a ZDPS Crusader and farm XP. First, it's only the start of the season, right? So most of the people, the smart people, go for farming XP. Why? Because farming XP gives you a lot of experience, gives you a lot of blood shards, gives you legendary drops from the boss, and it's fast. It's the start of the season. There is no point in pushing rank 1 or climbing the leaderboards. Yeah, you can do it like once a week or something just for the fun, but there's no point in doing that. So my suggestion, my advice is farm XP until at least almost before the end of the season, and after that push and get rank 1. GG. That's what I'm saying. So right now I'm going to explain you how to make a ZDPS XP farming Crusader, and in a future video I'm going to show you, in case you guys don't know how to farm XP, I'll show you how to do it the exact way. But first let's go through the skills, items, and after that I'm going to show you a Greater Rift 45 I think I have recorded, and I'm going to show you how to play it. So let's go through the skills. I want to tell you very fast that there are different variations of this build, so it really has to come up to you and your group. What do you need the most? So first, the one thing that you don't want to change, well, you can, but this is, this is the thing that you want. You want Judgment Resolved Physical Rune. Basically what it does, it hammers a judgment on the ground and makes a circle on it, and damage dealt to judgment enemies has 20% increased chance to be critical hit. So you basically pump up the damage for your teammates. Sweep attack, I'll tell you why I use sweep attack when I go to the part when I explain what items I use. Shield glare, zealous glare. This is the one that you want, guys. This is the real thing, and this is the most important part of your build, because this is the main skill that you will pump on every time you have it on, because this is basically the blind and the CC on the mobs that you're going to do, and this is very important when you're fighting and when you're going for some high grade rifts. Now, Condemn Vacuum is something that you can change, and why I use Condemn Vacuum, because my teammates, it really depends what team you're playing with. If you have like a Dashing Strike Monk, or if you have like very fast barbarians that you have in a group, you might go with Steed Charge, Draw, and Quarter. This is basically when you ride your horse, you get your mobs on chains and you drag them with yourself. It's very useful, it's very nice. It really depends, but the bad thing about this skill is that it really depends on what map you are. If you get into a tiny map, this is not really going to help you, and sometimes it actually can even make you kill your teammates with this. That's why I go Condemn Vacuum. Especially this is the skill that you want to go when you're doing trials, because you're gonna suck up all the mobs and bam, man, destroy them. That's what I'm saying. So the next thing that you want to go is a law. You have to pick a law. My teammates prefer that I give them critical damage, so I go with Law of Valor critical. But if you want to go and if you want to push some T6, Greater Rift 45 plus, I recommend you should go with Love of Hope and Hopeful Cry, which if you go with a weapon that drops the health globes, it will help a lot. But this is not a bad option too. The Fate's Reward. What it does is your law also heals you and allies to 1073 life for every point on red that you spend. So basically you pump up their life. You just help him. it's more, these Laws of Hope, they're defensive. Laws of Valor is critical. For now, we do very fast rift farmings, and that's why I go with critical. I don't have problem with dying because most of the time we don't die. We just clear the rift very fast, and that's GG. Iron Skin, charged up. Charged up basically give you a 20% chance to stun enemies within 10 yards, and it's a stun, you know, it's a very nice thing. And I'm using an amulet, which actually helps up, and I'm going to explain this in a second. For passive skills, you can go with Fervor, one-handed weapon, and this is for the, we choose this because of the cooldown reduction. You have to remember that this build is very cooldown depending. It's very cooldown depending, and as much as possible cooldown you have, the better you're gonna be. So this gives us a 15% cooldown reduction. Our laws, you know, laws, because we use a law, and another 5 seconds is perfect for us. Indestructible is your lifesaver, and Towering Shield is reduce the cooldown of Shield Gear by 30%. Without this, you better don't play this one. So basically this was everything about the skills. Let me go very quick about the items. Now, this is something optional, right? The whole build has a few variations of using it. That's why, as you can see in my inventory, I prepared a few things that you might need, and you can switch between those items. I can tell you that I don't have the best amulet, and this is not the best ring too, but you have to keep in mind that this character, I just created him yesterday, so I don't have any items. Most of the things you have to craft, the other thing is just RNG and, you know, get some luck to get the items. Let's start with the XP part. So the XP part is basically your weapon and your shoulders. You can switch between chest and shoulders. You can go with Roland's shoulders and with Born's chest. It's your opinion, but I like it this way. Because obviously I have a better chest, but whatever. You go with a weapon, and I put the XP gem as a socket. Because I want XP, I'm leashing SP, right? I don't need, if you guys really want to survive, this is the weapon you want. This is the weapon, and you put a purple life gem in this one. And this weapon basically crit hits have a 4 chance to spawn a health glove. You know, the better you can get this an ancient weapon, you know, all the stuff. But whatever, I'm talking about XP right now. We need experience, guys. We need to push that XP farming. What you want is XP gem inside, and the Borns as much as possible. The most important thing, as you can see, I have a 10% cooldown reduction on this weapon. Everything else doesn't matter. I go with Captain Crimson because it gives me resist and another 10% cooldown reduction. Well, now this is the must-have item in this build, and it's the Final Witness, which actually your shield gear won't work without this one. So don't even try to go as a ZDPS without having this item. Everything else you basically can craft. I'm using the Ring of the Royal Grandeur because this set, as I want it to work, it won't work without this ring. So I use this ring for completing all the 3 different sets that I'm using right now. So as much as if you can get a ring, a better one than this one, I actually have one, but this is my, you know, leecher. I don't really care what items I use on this one, so I just put a random strength one. This is the ring that I won't show you because it's not the best ring in slot. You can actually, if you can get a ring with cooldown reduction, it will be good enough. The shoulders, I just crafted them a minute ago. You don't need any strength, any damage. All you have to need is cooldown reduction, and resource cost reduction is also good. I got 14% life vitality. I really hoped that I would get some resist on this, but it's, you know, you never get enough. Those hands is for my main character. They're very bad, but unfortunately I have only one roll on gloves, so whatever. The other thing that you want, guys, is a Leroy crown. If you're going for XP farm, put the red gem inside and hope for 100% Leroy crown, and you GG. As I said before about the stun, right? So we have this skill, let me come back. We got this, oh my god, where was it? The charged up iron skin. So basically I have a 20% chance to stun an enemy within 10 yards for 2 seconds. So when I'm using this one, with this amulet over here, this increases the duration stun by 20%. Right? So 20%, I don't know, this might be an extra second or something, but it always helps. But my recommendation for why I use this one, because I have 7% cooldown, I got resist, and I actually don't care about the strength. I just saw that I can reroll this for something else. But the main thing that you want for this is cooldown reduction, a socket, and as much as you can get resist, and you know, everything that will help you with HP. And I told you about Captain Crimson, I told you about the Born. Roland. Why I use Roland? Because I'm going with the sweep attack. This is something that you don't have to do, but since Roland's got buffed this season, I don't know guys, they just got buffed, so I use the sweep attack. It's a little bit of a damage, sometimes I crit for, you know, very low millions, but this is not an important thing. The main thing is that the second set bonus is every use of shield bash or sweep attack reduces the cooldowns of your loss and defensive skills by 1 second. This is why we want this one. And since I got like the ground ring, I actually get the third set bonus too. So I get like a 500% increased shield. I mean, if you're using the sweep attack, why not increase the damage a little bit? It's after all, it helps a little bit. So this is basically what the build in my case looks like. I'm very happy. My bonus experience per kill is 2.726, and my bonus experience is 1.697. I need to upgrade my gem. It's still 37, and I need to get a better crown. I need to get better items with higher experience. I don't even have experience on this weapon, as you can see, as a secondary stat. So this weapon is actually shit. I need to change it. That's basically it about everything. What you want to keep in mind that you have to have at least 65% cooldown reduction, which will actually up everything above that will help you, but everything below that will actually be very bad because you won't have all the skills on time when you actually need them. But for me, since I have a very good group that I'm farming with and I'm leeching, it's okay for me to use the XP gem on my Leroy crown, the red one. But if you're going to push or something, if you're going for something higher, or we don't have enough DPS, I put the white one for cooldown reduction, and my cooldown reduction pumps up to 62%. And I can get another, like I can make a few differences with the you know, changes with items and get it up to 65 and above. But it's not, for me, it's not important. Let me go through a few. Let's go about legendary gems. Legendary gems, this one is the one that you have to have, right? So we put this over here, and actually I can put it in the ring over here. This is the gem that you want. What it basically does, it gains you 25%. I mean, that depends on your level of the gem. Non-physical damage reduction, and while below half-life, your resistance to cold, fire, lightning, poison, and arcane are increased by 75%. This is huge, guys. This is a very good defensive one that you need. This is even the gem that you need on your DPS Crusader. It's a must-have gem in this season. Now, Goggle of Swiftness is the other gem that you need. Why? Because if you have a very high Goggle of Swiftness, it will gain you 1% cooldown reduction per stack of Swiftness. So basically, you will be able, excuse me, burping day, you know, if you will be able to maintain a high stack of Goggle of Swiftness all the time, that means that you're gonna get a lot of cooldown reduction. And as you get, as higher cooldown reduction get, as faster you can spam your skills, right? So this is it's not a must-have, but it's a good to have, I would say. The other thing if you want to boost your damage of your teammates, you have to have this gem at least on rank 25, because all enemies your poison take 10% increased damage from all resources, from all sources. This is the one that if you want to support, really to support the damage of your teammates, but it's not a must-have. The other thing that you can go is this over here, the Moratorium. And what it does is 25% of all damage taken is instead staggered and dealt to you over X amount of seconds. That means on how much you got, of course, your level, this will increase. So basically, all the 25%, if you have a higher, it might get to 7-8 seconds. Depends on your level. It's good. It's defensive. I like it. Sometimes I use it. This is also something I haven't seen a lot of people using this one. But I recommend you having this gem if you're wondering what to put. I recommend you having this gem if you don't have the illustration boots, which I'm not using because I use the Captain Crimson Waters. I use them because I need it. I want for the CD, and you know, you can change that. You can go with a Vigilant Belt and illustration boots if you don't need the bonuses of the Captain Crimson. That's why I'm saying that this build is so perfect that you actually can switch all the items inside, and the only thing that you always will need is the stupid Final Witness shield. Everything else is changeable in this build, but this is the most efficient one for me. As you can see, I have like 816k HP too, 27 million toughness. But this one, what it does, when you get to rank 25, while below 30% life, you may move unhindered through enemies. The illustrations boots do this all the time. That's why they're better, but I don't have them, so that's why I don't using them. Yeah, that's pretty much it about the gems. Potions. Well, I like the resist potion because resist is always better, and the higher the greater rift, the more resist you need. I also like walking through walls. I don't usually have the problem. And yeah, you need a Vigilant Belt, but this is, I just wanted to show you the Vigilant Belt, how it looks like, but you don't need this one because this intelligence, this is a stupid, I just got one for a Witch Doctor. Doesn't matter. All you want is cooldown reduction, resist, and vitality if you can get one. This is just, let me tell you very fast about the weapon again. If you have this one, and if you're not going about the XP that much, you should go with this weapon, because it will spawn health globes to your teammates. So your job is to tank and to CC mobs, and at the same time to support either the defensive stats or the offensive stats. So basically, what you want is to have this weapon if you're going for, you know, real ZDPS. But since I don't have, my Paragon is too low yet, I really want to increase it, and I'm leeching right now. So I think I got through most of the things. Oh, let me go to Paragons. I forgot. What you want to get capped first is movement speed, maximum red, and everything else goes to vitality after that. Offensive, cooldown reduction, of course, attack speed. But attack speed is not something that you need in this one. You can go with critical hit first and critical hit damage. So yeah, this is not very important right now. Fuck this, I'm not doing any damage anyways. Resist all, life, armor, life regen. Utility goes with resist cost reduction, life on hit, area damage, and gold fight. Those are the Paragons. This is the guide for Leecherino ZDPS Support Crusader. If you really enjoyed the guide, please thumbs up, subscribe, and check out the next guides. And if you want to see the guide before that, which for me was very successful, watch everything I got on my channel. And by the way, if you watch this video, I'm going to do a giveaway on my YouTube channel, and I'll choose the winner from the commentaries below. And all you have to do is subscribe on the channel, like, and if possible share. I'm going to announce the giveaway winner in one of my future videos, and the giveaway will be Watch Dogs, the game. I'll put here a picture of the game for PC, all you have to do is, you know, sub and like. Comment below for having a chance to win. Now I'm going to show you some gameplay, guys. It's going to be a not very fast Greater Rift 45, but at least it will show you somehow how the build actually works. I think I did die once in the video, but that really doesn't matter. It will happen. And one more tip. The fastest way, 45 is not that important. You can go with 40, you can go with 39, you can go with 41. But the most efficient XP farming is when you do a rift clear for 2.5 up to 3 minutes clear. So we did a very slow one, but if you go in the range between 2.5 minutes and 3 minutes, this is the perfect Greater Rift level for you, and it's the most efficient one. So as you go, guys, gear up your ZDPS Crusaders, farm them XP, and I'll see you on the leaderboards. Enjoy!